Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am 𝗪𝗍𝗂𝗂. So glad you are joining me here today. When you come on, say hello. Tell me where you're watching me from. Right, I want to help you solve your biggest fitness challenge, even your small ones too. Right, I can be live about this time every single morning, right, to help you find the right strategies for you when it comes to working out and eating. I know there's so much information out there. I know a lot of men, they just want to know what to do without all the confusion, the frustration, the overwhelm. I want to help you do that. So when you come on, say hello. Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me how old you are too. I want to know who TikTok, who Facebook, and who YouTube is sending my way. Make sure you visit my 𝗪𝗍𝗂𝗂𝗏 website. I want to answer any questions that you may have. But one thing I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the right number of sets, reps, exercises, volume, frequency. A lot of people have a lot of questions about what's the right workout plan for them. So many different combinations. Daniel is 50 years old from California. You're up early today, Daniel. Good. All right. So if you're watching me on Facebook, if you're watching me on YouTube, so I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how to put together a workout routine. Right? I know that there's so much information out there. So many men, when they want to get in shape or they want to take it to the next level, build that muscle, lose that body fat, they want to know the right workout routine. I definitely know how attempting that might be, especially when you're a little older. You know, you're really established in other areas of life, and you're maybe rather new to the gym. And there's all these different workout strategies. I really believe I'm here 35 years later is because I had a gentleman who just really wanted me to go to the gym. I really had so interest, but he really wanted me to go to the gym. I was new to it. I was like 28 years old. And I didn't have to worry about frequency, the exercise, the order of exercises, even like form and things like that. It is because I just followed him for like 6 months, and I just put my brain, I just took the leap of faith, and whatever he did, I did. So he did bench press, incline bench press for so many reps. I just did it. I didn't have to question, was it the right order? Was I doing the right amount of reps? Should I train that body part a couple times a week? Should I break up the body part in certain ways? Can I train triceps if I'm training chest? Should I separate those? All those things that many men get concerned with. I didn't worry about that. I just took a leap of faith. He did the exercise. I did the exercise. Just follow him around. So much so, I didn't have to worry about it. I think after about 6 months, he went on a vacation and was gone for a week. And I really had no clue on what the order of exercise or even remembering because I didn't have to, right? Because he did. I mean, it was the same routine for 6 months, did it 5 days a week. I mean, I guess if I pushed myself, I would have figured it out. But that was just a great position to be in because I just worried about pushing the weight. And then I had all the brain space available. I wasn't so confused. I didn't wonder if it was this routine or that routine. We certainly didn't have social media to scroll through and make me question if I was doing it. A lot of men, they may even feel that it's working, but not to the level that they want. So they kind of say, well, my routine isn't working. And they jump from routine to routine to routine. I could spend that time, just putting effort into the amount of the set that I did. I could put that effort in nutrition, which is the most important part of all of this when you want a transformation, even when you're building muscle, so you actually see it. All right, so I want to talk about, I definitely understand the confusion, frustration, and overwhelm. This is how you should go about it, even though you're a little bit older, right? You have a busy life. All men don't have different goals, have the same starting point. They all have different goals, what they want to get out of this. Right, so it's really important when you're looking at those routines. What's the best for you in your situation? See, with enough effort, you go to the gym 3 days a week at least. You can go as much as 5-6 days a week, right? Whatever you have available to you. It's really the amount of intensity that you put into the workout that you choose. It's about how much effort you put into it. It's not necessarily about how often you train. Like more is better. That's not how it works, right? So it really comes down to that set. How much effort are you putting into that particular set? So because it's all based on effort and intensity and not on volume, if it was just, you just do this particular set and this particular order, everybody would grow. If it was like that, right, then it would be easy, right? So you need to commit to the amount of days that you can get to the gym and the length of time. And you need to work backwards from there, because there's no sense finding a routine that's 5 days a week that has you in there for 2 hours if you can't do that, right? So it's important. You can, right? Really depending on your design, not if you want to be some huge bodybuilder entering a contest. If you want to build this muscle, right, at this age, right, certainly fight to maintain what you have. You can get it done in 3 or 4 days. That is possible. You could do it in 3 or 4 days with an hour or less on those 3 or 4 days a week. So that's where you need to start. Again, there's no reason to put together a 6-day training routine for 2 hours where you're going to be able to do that maybe for a couple weeks and quit. All right. So that's where you want to start, right? So you can reach out to me for a 4-day training routine. I can put it together. It's not as much magic as you might think, just separating the body parts, right? And again, a lot of men get confused with push-pull legs, Arnold type of split, full body workouts, right? It's really about overloading the muscle, taxing it more than it has before, and being consistent with that. Right, so that's what you gotta remember. And then you can go on the internet, you can look at my website, get that 4-day routine or 5-day routine, whatever you feel works. And then it's learning how to stimulate that muscle, that growth. And I'll tell you this, pretty much you can look at pretty much any structure of a 4-day routine, right? And that will work. That's a starting point. Right? You can use your good judgment for a starting point if you want. Right? That's fine too. But to believe that that is going to be the only way that you can go forward with a perfect routine, you're always going to doubt yourself, and you're probably going to see that. Here's one thing that is about expectations too, what you expect from your efforts. Right? You're lifting in the gym, you're being consistent. A lot of men kind of think that they should see so much muscle in so much time. Many times, although I appreciate the ambition, many times how they think it's going to happen isn't going to happen. You're not going to grow as much muscle as you might think in a period of time. Now, everybody's different, so I don't know what that expectation is. And to see the muscle that you're even gaining, it's really going to depend on how lean you are too. All right, so those are some guidelines. Go to 𝗪𝗿𝗂𝗪.com, because really, it's your sense of certainty and comfort in what you're doing, and then putting that effort into it. That's the most important part moving forward. Right? I know there's a lot more to that. I want you to go to workoutsforoldermen.com. Go to workoutsforoldermen.com. What I've put together is what I call the top 20 things that older men must know about building muscle, losing body fat, and getting healthy and fit. The top 20 things older men must know about building muscle, losing body fat, getting healthy and fit. So there's certain organizing principles that really aren't talked about enough when you're searching for these routines on the internet that make any training routine work. I talk about sets. What is the right amount of sets based on effort? The reps. What rep scheme? What does that do to build muscle? Right? Should you do more reps? Should you do fewer reps? Again, it's really based on the amount of effort, and you can't even consider how many reps to do when you don't factor in weight, because weight and reps are factors. But I want you to go to workoutsforoldermen.com, fill out that questionnaire. I'm going to give you a free audio recording. It's an hour and 5 minutes, and it talks about this and nutrition. All right, how to make any training routine that you choose work. When you understand what makes a training routine work, then finding that right routine and making it work is going to be a lot easier. All right, so go to workoutsforoldermen.com. And those are some things, getting into this and understanding what makes a training routine work. I know there's a lot of confusion, frustration. and overwhelmed when it comes to that, this will get you started. All right, guys, when you come on, say hello. Tell me where you're watching me from. Let's see. And you're 50 years old. Thank you for the follows, guys, on TikTok. How do you sign up? Go to 𝗪𝗔𝗂𝗁.com. Check out the videos. You'll see where you can sign up for my email list. That's how you sign up. Make sure you follow here, and you'll be alerted every time I go live and every time I post a video. Thank you for the follow, David. Have you been on all night? I have not been on all night. I just actually have been on for 11 minutes and 35 seconds. Sergio's from Fresno, California. Barney is from, that's Nova Scotia. Bishop is from Alabama. Emma J, 46 years old. Alabama, started working out last September. Awesome. All right, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions here. Again, my name is 𝗪𝗂𝗁. I am going to be 62 years old next month. I've been doing this for 35 years. I was a former 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder. My first 15 years, all I thought about was bodybuilding and training. I wrote about a magazine that I built my first internet website back in 1994. I sold my first VHS tape of bodybuilding back in 1998. So answering questions, living it, breathing it, that type of focus, all the different workout routines, all the different diets that you're reading about, wondering what works. I mean, I did them. I learned from the best. I applied them as I repeated as champion with everything, right? So I want to help you differentiate all this information, what's important, what's not. But hey, thank you so much for the likes. Are supplements overrated or unnecessary? I think for most people, supplements, they overvalue what it will do for them, right? So let's just say the supplements say, studies show this, and this. The supplement manufacturer can be working with 100% integrity by telling you that studies have shown these supplements will help get this result. All right, but then there's this big disconnect I find most times is what men actually think that's going to do as far as transforming their physique. Is it going to help this much, or is it going to help this much? All right, I think most of the time they think it's going to help this much, or it's probably going to help this much. You got to know how to train, you got to know how to eat, and then that may help. Right? I think that most men, I mean, I can't climb into everybody's mind and see what their expectations are. But most men, if they knew how they're actually benefiting or not benefiting versus the cost, they probably wouldn't invest in supplements. But there's a lot of psychological effects when you're doing. Health is very important to you. You want to, you want to know you're doing everything: the workouts, the nutrition, and hopefully you're doing all those things. That's going to do the majority of the work. But a lot of men like to know they just have insurance, they have backup, and it's worth the cost to know they're doing everything possible. They're doing the nutrition, they're doing the eating, they're doing the workouts, right? And having a little bit of backup with supplements. To those men really dedicate that way, who will do whatever it takes, that it's worth it to them, the price they pay. So it really depends. It really depends on your values, how all this is going to. But like I said, most men overvalue the impact that supplements will make on the physique. But that's not everybody. I'd say that in general, that's most men. Hello, Jeff. Good morning to you, sir. Hello, Rodney. Rodney from Kentucky watching over on Facebook. Good morning, Tim. Great to have you here. I don't know who's Jose Aldo. You guys have any questions here? Again, I'm going to make this process simple for you. I know you're getting a lot of different information. Come to you live about this time every single morning. Let me know if you're new. Are you new on Facebook? Are you new? Make sure that you follow. Let me know if you're new watching me. Let me know if you've been watching some of my videos. What have you found most valuable? I want to do more of that for you. Hello, Maddie. You're ready for a routine. Well, I have a routine right here. I have a routine on my 𝗪𝗂𝗂𝗏 website. I have a routine right here on TikTok. 17-minute video. I line a 5-day workout routine, all the different exercises, the order of exercises, how many sets, how many reps that I do. And actually the video has me actually doing each exercise. It's a style of training, right? A lot of different styles of training. This one is based on intensity, about getting the gym in and out, right? So that's a great place to start. Again, you can find everything on my website, 𝗪𝗂𝗂𝗏 right here on TikTok. Do workouts for older men. About, within the latest videos there on TikTok. So Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗂𝗁𝗏 says, I hit the exercise bike for about 30 minutes a day and just started 3 years ago. I'm 225. How fast do you think I can hit 170? Right. Well, let me just tell you, I don't know that, right? But really, your exercise bike, you got to do that. That's definitely helpful. But your eating habits, what's going to help you lose that body fat? What are you doing as far as your eating habits? What got you? I don't know how tall you are, but what got you to 225? Because it's going to get you to lose all that weight, 55 pounds, is going to be with your eating habits. That's what we should be talking about. Tell me how you're eating. Tell me what your plan is there. That's going to determine you losing all that weight. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the follow. Again, my name is 𝗪𝗂𝗂𝗏. I'll be 62 years old next month. I've been doing this for 35 years. I help older men with busy, productive lives. Make sense out of these fitness trends so you move forward with certainty and confidence. Like I said, I really believe that I'm here 35 years later because I didn't have to go to the internet and constantly have all these different opinions confusing me, right? Just worried about doing the workout. And that's the biggest part, jumping in and putting in the effort, right? That's where you're going to see the results, right? Some of these things, like especially certain, when you see these and they're picking apart maybe what someone's doing in the gym, or they're really getting to the fine points of exercise execution. You may think, those are the game changers. Those are the best. Those are the best things to look for. Those are going to transform your physique, right? Well, they're really not, right? If you know what to do, you can make any training program work, and then from that point you can refine it to your schedule, to your needs. Right? I eat salmon and rice almost every single day. But I work fast food, so I may eat grilled chicken every now and then with fries. So how is that the way you ate to get to 225 pounds? So how is that different from the way you ate to be up to 225? So Rory says, I'm 6'4", 270, 37 years old. Should I focus on cardio and weights? My diet is 2,200 calories, 180 grams of protein. What do you mean, should I focus on cardio and weights? You should do cardio and weights, and you should continue that diet. How long have you been doing that? You're 270. How long have you been doing that? Were you 300 pounds? Right? Where are you in the process? Because that plan seems like a good plan, but how long have you been doing? What type of results are you getting? You're eating way worse to get there. So a gentleman asked about macros, counting calories. I mean, you're really doing the same thing. People need to understand that if you count your macros, you're just not extending the arithmetic, but you're really counting your calories too. That calorie count is really important, right? Maybe more important than the exact ratio. You can have higher protein, higher carbs, even higher fat. Those ratios of your macros can change, but really how many calories you're eating for that day is important. I mean, you can the best way is really go on MyFitnessPal free app, right? And so that's a great starting point there. When someone says, so what do you, everybody has a game. They have a different starting point. They have a different goal, right? So when someone says, what's the best way? Are you doing anything with your diet right now? Do you have any guidance at all? Where are you starting from? Thank you so much for the follow. The best thing, I'll tell you is I make myself available. I'll tell you what, it's so much easier actually to talk to a person, right? Really get clear on you and what you're doing and go back and forth. That helped out so many people. And I make this offer. I start my day here, and someone really committed. Want them to text. You can text me. You can text me. You can send me a picture. Whatever you feel comfortable is fine, because I can tell a lot from a picture. A picture doesn't need to tell me 1,000 words, right? And then go to talkwithskip.com. Go to talkwithskip.com and fill out that questionnaire. I'll know about you. I'll know what you've tried in the past, where you are in this process, and then today is a really good day where I can reach out. We can set up a time to talk, and in 10 or 15 minutes, I can kind of help you identify what your challenges and the next couple of steps that you need to take to get on track. Right? A lot of times when I give this information, it may really be exactly what the person needs, but because I'm not talking to them specifically, hey, I've heard that before, but that doesn't really apply to me. Where it most definitely applies to you. That's why a lot of men come to me for one-on-one coaching, because they're trying to get the interpretation, the meaning out of these videos. It's a really confusing process. I don't know if I could tell you that. So just reach out to me. Reach out to me. You can, again, first, text me at 925-352-4366. Just introduce yourself. Send me a picture, right? Whatever you feel comfortable with. You don't have to take your shirt off if you got a t-shirt. There's a lot I can get from it. Again, a picture tells me 1,000 words. And then this is important too. This is important to get you straight on. When we do talk on the phone, this will get you clear on what exactly you need from me. Right, so fill out that questionnaire at talkwithskip.com. Fill out that questionnaire. All right, and then you'll submit it. I'll get a copy. You get a copy, and then I'll reach out sometime today. Well, if that works for you, we'll talk on the phone. Like I said, in about 10 or 15 minutes, I can really help you identify what the biggest challenge is in front of you. Make sure you have the right understanding in the next couple of steps. All right. So again, if you want to text me and then send me a picture, and then fill out that questionnaire at talkwithskip.com. And I need both of those done so we can be really efficient with our time. All right. Let's see. Steve says, I'm 53 and my old way of eating and training doesn't work. I need to figure out what I need to change. Okay. Right. And so for me to know that, I need to know what you're doing right now. All right. And then help you with the changes. Steve, reach out, text me, introduce yourself, send me a picture, fill out that questionnaire, and I can get straight off. Most of the time, again, it really comes down, even the most committed men, they want to eat the right foods, they want to use portion control. That's a great start, and that can even work, certainly in the short run. But it's important that you eat enough food, right? You don't go into severe calorie deficit where you're going to benefit in the short run, but then it's going to stall out, weeks later, right? When you can start off with the right amount of food, you may not have, someone can be really aggressive with a deficit, and they can really benefit in the short run, but then it's not going to work in the long run, where you can eat more food and more energy. All right, you can have more energy, sleep better, have more strength in the gym, have more energy to last your second half of the day. Right, those are all in your eating habits, right? And again, you got to concentrate on losing body fat, because that's really what you want. That's what you really want, is you want to lose body fat and not weight. So it's important that you make sure you eat enough food while you're doing it. I also have some information for you. You go to workoutsforoldermen.com. Go to workoutsforoldermen.com. You got a free audio presentation for you. It's an hour and 5 minutes. This is absolutely free. Just go to workoutsforoldermen.com, fill out that questionnaire, and I call it the top 20 things older men must know about building muscle, losing body fat, and getting healthy and fit. These are the organizing principles that will make any diet work. Right? They all will work. And I explain, well, why are there different diets if they all work? Right? You can make any training program work when you know the organizing principles, make those work. Right? So I explain, the top 20 things. I know how confusing this is, and you can listen to this audio recording once a week for the next 10 weeks, and probably learn something new, especially as you go through the process. Also, when you understand the organizing principles, you'll start to see that a lot of the information that's on there, it may be true, it may be accurate, it may be interesting, it may go viral, it may get a lot of likes, but it may not be important, right? A lot of times, a lot of people, they assume they're doing the basics right. The fitness influence may assume you understand the basics, right? And they're off to details that are very, like I said, interesting, maybe even true, but those aren't what's going to make the biggest difference. It's not going to make the biggest difference building muscle and losing body fat, right? So you got to know which things are most important to make this work. So go to workoutsforoldermen.com. Get that free audio recording, an hour and 5 minutes long. Again, I call it the top 20 things that older men must know about building muscle, losing body fat, and getting healthy and fit. All right. All right, guys. So again, we talked about putting together a workout routine. A lot of men get really confused even when they get going, even when they get results. A lot of times when you start hearing all the different training routines, oh, well, you shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that, and not understanding the organizing principles that make a training routine work. It leads in a lot of confusion and frustration. So even when it's working, right? The journey, and it's just filled with so much uncertainty. So I talked about how to put that together based on what your needs are, and then learning how to put that intensity to make it work with your schedule. Start there, and then expand. Right? That's the starting point. That's what you need to know about workout routines. I talked about supplements, right? So again, reach out if you have any questions. I have provided you with my number to text me, to send me a picture, fill out a questionnaire. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏. Get that free audio recording, the top 20 things older men must know about building muscle or losing body fat. Right? That'll really help you. And then when you're looking at all the information, you'll see that, okay, it'll put a lot of things in perspective. It'll make this journey a lot easier for you. All right, so that's going to do it for this Workouts for Older Men. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.